this is a matchup you should be familiar with in the A Division for a final. It's Benders and Whalers. Welcome to the RSHL. Once again, Daniel Wilson here with the final for A Division, where the best of the best play. Now, like I said, a very familiar matchup. Benders, Whalers, no stranger to each other. They have met in the finals multiple times. They are familiar with each other's strategy, their shooters. So this will be interesting to see how well they planned out their strategy. I should note that with the Benders, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double digits with points. Whalers, some of them close, but only one person with double digits would be Adam Behrman. And on top of that, despite the Benders' successes, DIVISiON is a pretty tough goaltender, as well as Cowan, so we'll see how that turns out. The ball drop's coming up next. We'll see who will be holding the Carolina Cup.
Brian.
Officials for this game, Brian Hooks at center and Ben Vessa over on the boards as we get underway here. Trying to send that one out, take it away. Whalers with the first shot of the game. That one's gloved down by Cowan. It's Behrman, only a Whaler with double digits in points.
Here we go.
Up along the boards to Michael Light. Running into some trouble, that's Behrman. Up in the air it goes. That's about lost sight. Over on the damn board shot, and that may have gotten the blocker of DIVISiON and cover up. That one's going to head over to the boards, and it is going to be off the stick of DIVISiON. Looking for one more shot here, shot, and a great save by Cowan, and he'll cover that up.
How do I feel? I can feel it.
Look for another quick shot now. One's blocked. Maybe knocked away. This time it's Cassetta. Shot and a rebound. Oh, what a save! A desperate attempt there. Cowan makes it. And that one's going to be chipped out of play.
Brian, stop. There's something wrong with the clock.
And the play has stopped as there's a malfunction with the scoreboard. So play is going to hold up here.
And I think 5 seconds went by.
So they got to adjust the clock.
Go ahead, just let it run.
Yeah.
That's fine, let it run. Go ahead.
All right, now they fixed the malfunction and we are back underway. Okay, we chipped out. Who's got control? Looks like it's DIVISiON. Michael Light with a shot. Save by DIVISiON. And that's going to be cleared out. And it's going to be McLaren. Sent around, looking for an option. Tried to send that over to Eric Justison. It's going to be sent back in. Kept the stick down, and now he's going to be having to deal with Justin Viverito. Try to wrap around it, decides to hold on. Looking for one, and a save by Cowan. Another one, he was screened there, but it goes wide. Try to look for another one. Oh, that one was near, but it would just go outside the post, and they're gonna say no icing. They wave it off, and that's Pelka off the board. And try to send that one in, went off the stick, and it'll go back to Pelka. And going around, it's going to be sent all the way down. 11 minutes remaining in the first period of our A Division final. And it's going to be Michael Light. Michael Light winding up. That's blocked by Frost. Over on the boards is DiGiacomo. Backhands it and tried to backhand it over to the slot, but went off its mark. Into the corner, it's going to be Cassetta. Cassetta stands it up, and that is going to go to Doolittle, but is unable to get across. Now he does.
Let's go, buddy.
And good job by Peterson.
Go to the ball.
Cut in. It'll go into the corner, and the vendors try to clear out. Holds up. Try to get across. No, they can't. Second attempt. Now they're in. Chips it over to Doolittle. He drives it to the corner. And now a little back and forth here. And a screen shot, but that goes wide. DiGiacomo holds up and took a stick with it. That's going to buy him some time here. Up in the air it goes. Two teammates trying to slow it down, but ultimately it looks like it's going to be the Whalers. That one picked up by Vitorami. Viverito trying to look away around, and Michael Light. In comes Pelka. Looks for a shot. Save! And it's knocked away by Cowan. Tries to center it up. Intercepted. Michael Light. As to go around. Vitorami holds up. Now decides to dump. And it's going to be Pelka again. Now looking for an open man. Now he does. Carrying slowly, and now decides to chip off the boards. Cowan's going to go up, and he's still thinking about covering. Now he finally does. Off we go again. Benders decide to dump out. Will it be an icing? And they're going to say yes. And a false start as someone had jumped the gun. And now they decide to air it out again. But this time it looks like NATO is going to get there first as he tried a one-handed bat. Now dangerously in front of the net. That was dangerous there, but they get it out. McLaren in a race with Behrman. And it's going to go up the boards. Here's NATO. And tries to clear that one out. And he does manage to stay on side. Michael Ike almost jumped in ahead of him. And the Whalers are still in, but the the Benders gets controlled back. That was McLaren up to Michael Ike. And Pelka will take control, decides to backhand it over to Cassetta. Cassetta looking for an open man, now decides to chip in. Now has to race it down, but will be beaten out. They'll come back to DeRubis, he'll drop it off for Vitorami. Viverito. Here's the call, decides to take a shot, that goes behind the net. And now into slot. 5 bodies there. A couple of shots taken, but both of them blocked. There's another one and another block. Pelka will get there. tries to keep it in. He does. Michaelike tries to clear. Unable. DiGiacomo with a shot and a save by Cowan.
Right now, boys.
DiGiacomo goes behind the net. Cowan tried to play the stick. That's going to go to Pelka and a one-timer, but that is driven wide. And aired out, intended for Justison, but they get across anyway. Into the corner we go. Has to find a way around Veterami. Here's a shot. Oh, that one was just outside the corner of the net. Now it's Cassetta. It's driven into the corner, tries to center up in the slot. Michaelike intercepts. DiGiacomo recovers it. Holding on the half-end boards. Sends it over. Looking for a shot. That's blocked. And now send it back. And that one driven wide by Doolittle. Cassetta holding on, keeping the play alive. Here's another shot, saved by Cowan, and it'll be iced down. It'll come all the way back. And the Benders attempt to clear, they do. It's Steve Nato. Shot, saved by DeRubis. A rebound, it's going to go behind the net. Nato still has control, tries to center it up to Michaelike. He's being pestered, tries to backhand, that's blocked. Into the corner. It is Peterson. Peterson clears the line, but it is driven back. DeRubis will drop it off. Now Frost tried to make a connection, but the Benders regain control. Been back and forth on possession. Here's a shot, but that's blocked by DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo clears the line, connects to Behrman. He has a chance here. Attempts a centering pass, but it's off the mark. Michaelike. Over to Justison as there was a stick on flying.
Good. You got time.
DiGiacomo. Intercepted. McLaren chips in, but Pelko will get control here. He'll send it on the left end boards. And tries to make a connection with Cassetta. Shot! Score! Cassetta finally gets the first goal of the game.
Let's go, Mike. Come on, guys, do some offense.
Anybody else?
So the Whalers will want to strike first, but it may not be for long. Oh, good job on defense.
Let go.
And it goes onto the boards. Looking for an option, but it's turned over. It's a 3-on-2. This time it's Cassetta again. Centers it for Viverito and tried a one-timer off a Doolittle, but it's wide. The Benders going 2-on-2 the other way. Takes a stick. Good job by Frost. And he sends that one up to Viverito. As the shot will go off the safety netting.
Come here.
Nato
Let's go.
sends it across. Looking for a shot here. Here's one, but it goes wide. Nato retrieves on the forecheck. Looks for another shot. That hit a stick on the way. DiGiacomo holds on as we're approaching a minute and a half remaining in the first. And it's sent down the floor by Frost, and the Benders make a change. On the left-hand boards. McLaren holds on, now decides to chip in. He'll be chased down, and Pelka will be there to retrieve. Try to get something to start. Now, tried a connection over to Behrman, but it goes wide, but there's no icing on this play. McLaren, he had Viverito rushing in. Here's Michaelite. Takes it around Verderami. And runs into a bit of trouble. He just has to look for some help here. And now here's Cassetta. Sends it across. Over to Viverito. Holding on, looking for some help. Outside for Pelka. Intended that one to go to DiGiacomo, held on. Now holds on for Viverito. Now decides for DiGiacomo as that one is driven aside by Cowan. Pelka in the corner. Has Justison on top of him. Benders take control. They got time for one more shot. It's Michaelite. Having a little bit of trouble, 5 seconds remaining, gives that one away, and that should do it for the first period. So some good action in the first period. The Whalers are up 1-0. Ready for a second period. So far it's been good for both sides, though the Whalers do have the 1-0 lead off the goal from Cassetta. Benders win this face-off, and is stick down by Behrman. That's Doolittle. Can't get any control is McLaren. Left hand boards has to fight off Peterson as a shot, and a save by DeRubis. And it's going to be Peterson. Holds on for control, tries to look for another option, and manages to get around McLaren, who is getting ready for the block, as that one is driven out of play. Benders have controlled. They decide to dump. DeRubis. They will drop it off for Pelka. They finally get across. It's Cassetta, the only goal scorer of the game so far. And now looks for a shot, and that's blocked by McLaren. Michaelite. They'll send it over. Cross in. Pelka will get there first and sends it over to Cassetta. As NATO looming over. And now decides to return it over to Pelka. And now centers that one up. Has one man to beat. Can he get there? He has to hold off. It's DiGiacomo. Looking for a shot. Here's Cassetta. Save. It's still loose in there. And there's just so much traffic up front, but Cowan does find it and makes the save. Benders win another face-off. They try to air it out, but just enough touch to avoid icing. There's Frost. And good stick. Keep it in play. Sends over to Michael like shot. Oh, that went off the crossbar. Frost will start the attack. Managed to get across. Back over to Frost. Tries to center that one up. And it's taken away by McLaren. They'll decide to chip it. Is it enough for an icing? Can he beat it? Oh, he just couldn't get there in time. Jesse, quickly. Benders win another face-off. And intended to connect over at center. And now a collision there, but Behrman has control. I'm sorry, that's Cassetta, pardon me. And he lost his stick, and that's going to give Benders control. Michael took a small shove. This is a shot by Behrman, and that one goes high. Cowan not sure what he wants to do, but he's going to air this one out, and this will be another icing. Off we go again. This time it's going to be Behrman. Sends that one back to the point. Shot saved by Cowan. He's looking for it, and he's got it. Once again, here's Frost, and a pad save from Cowan. Here's another shot, and another pad save. That one was more difficult. Now Frost is going to drive this one back in the corner. Tries to center that one up and can't get something going. Viverito trying to bury that one in. It's Viverito again, has to get around McLaren. But Nato's going to get there, can't clear it out. Here's Frost. Here's a shot, goes wide. Tries to send that one back to Peterson, he does. Here's another shot by Frost, another one goes wide, and Cowan dives for it and covers. Whalers win this face-off. Over to DiGiacomo. Shot. That's blocked. Michael will get there first. And an attempt to glove it down. Benders get control. Justin. And the hands are up. But is it an offside or is it a penalty? They're saying it was an offside. The Benders wanted a penalty, but they're not getting one. There's a shot. And that one is tipped high. And over it goes to Vankerkove. And managed to get across, but it's going to be sent back down to Vankerkove. And back it goes, it's DiGiacomo. 7.5 remaining in the second. Cassetta's goal is so far the only one that scored. Managed to get through. Christopoulos over to Michaelak. Oh! Good save by Rubis. He almost lost sight of that. And the Benders win this one. Looks for a shot, but that goes way high. It's Frost. It's to fight his way around and try to look for someone in the center, but nobody there. And the Whalers are just offside. Once again, Whalers have control, and they decide to dump, but he is in front of the circle, so no icing. Benders send it around, and that is McLaren. And he decides to carry himself. He does get across, but the Whalers try to get back out, and sent back in by Justison. Pelka will take control. And now tries, and it went off the official. That's going to be a big break for the Benders. The Whalers can't quite get it off. And is knocked out by Behrman. So the Whalers will survive that mishap. Here's to Giacomo. Shot. Pad save. Still loose, but he will stick it down and will cover. Benders win this one, but they can't clear it. Here's a shot. That one's blocked. DiGiacomo holding on now. Looking for an option and tried to drop it off, but it's going to go back to Peterson. And tries a shot, saved by Cowan.
Watch that point, Nick. Watch that point.
Peterson still holding on in the corner. Has Banker Cove on him, and now it's tied up. Sends it back to Cassetta. Shot. And that was behind the net. Oh, he had an open net, but he couldn't bury that. It's Cassetta again. Tries to center at the slot, but he can't connect on the pass. Frost moves in. And that pass nearly went errant. Banker Cove tried to get it in. Whalers still have control though. Over to Giacomo. A rebound and can't bury it. Cassetta. The shot goes wide. To Giacomo. Set to retrieve. Centers it up, and that one's blocked. Into the corner. Whalers having a lot of possession time now. Cassetta once again has it. 6 little shove from Banker Cove. To Giacomo. Looking at his options. Goes back to the point. Now decides to center it up just outside the slot. As Viverito moves way around. Where is it? It's buried under there somewhere. But the Benders will survive, but they still can't clear it. Banker Cove has Cassetta on top of him. It's going to be up on the point, and they finally get it out with less than 3 remaining. There's Federami. And sent up the boards over to Doolittle. That's to take a look. Banker Cove moving over. That one nearly intercepted by Michaelite. Doolittle holding up. Now decides on a shot. That's blocked. And Doolittle trying to glove it down. And who's got it? It's Pelka. And tried to connect over to Doolittle. Was that a high stick? They say no. There's a chance here. That's knocked away. Pelka. Let's send it out. McLaren will have to wait for his team to get back on. And sends it back in. And Pelka will send it back in himself. And the Benders at least cleared down. With less than 2 remaining, I guess they'll get another change. Pelka taking a look at his options. They're still holding on to that 1-goal lead. Trying to connect over. Shot. 6 save. And it covered up by Cowan.
One shot.
Justin, you need?
One more. Drop it.
Yeah, both teams still need 1 more man on the floor. Now they get them. Benders win this face-off. As we approach a minute remaining in the second period, still holding on to a 1-goal lead. It's Frost. He takes a look, outside to bank it over to Behrman. Behrman sends it over to Vitarami. Now to the right end boards. Here's Pelka with a shot. That's blocked. And the Benders trying to get it out right in front of us, and it is dubbed back into the Bender zone. But they have to wait to get back on side. Now they do. Michael Ike tried to stick it back in, unable to. And the Whalers Have Kevin Frost now decides to bank it over to Behrman. Behrman with a shot, just high.
Get to him.
It's Viverito on the boards. And now Nato tries to clear it, unable. Look for a long shot, that's wide. Another shot, that's blocked as well, but still outside the slot. Blocker save. And that's going to be cleared down the floor. And that's going to be an icing, but that's going to kill the rest of the time as we come to an end in the second period. All right, 2 periods gone, but the score remains the same. 1-0 Whalers. Two periods down, 1 to go. Whalers still holding on to that 1-0 lead from the goal from Casetta. Off we go again. Whalers have control. This is Vitarami. And it's Casetta. Once again, he has the only goal of the game. Here we go behind the net. Looking for a one-timer. That's blocked. Christopoulos. We'll chip it in. Pelka is going to get there first. Long pass. He manages to get the tip. Can't get there. No, he can't. Driven away. Defenders go back in with control. This is McLaren. Decides to go behind the net. And the Whalers will once again take it away, but unable to clear. Rushing in now, and the Whalers will try again. It's Casetta. And it is driven wide the net. Doolittle will get there first. It'll be sent back over to Frost. Frost has to look for a way around, and that one's gloved down by McLaren. But Doolittle get there. Has to deal with Michaelike. He has trouble with control. Here's a shot, just wide. Cowan plays it behind the net. Here's DiGiacomo, shot just wide. Now stuck behind the net. Where is it? It'll be going into the corner. It'll be DiGiacomo with a shot, and it's a wide angle shot. And shot. Oh, that one nearly rolled in, but he gets the cover. Still up in air, has control shot. And the Benders try to air it out. Unable to. Oh, they say it is off. There was a little confusion as to who was offside, but they say the Whalers were offside. Benders get this face off. It's Nato. But it's quickly turned over. They clear it out. McLaren is going to get there first. And now chip it out. And the Whalers will have to retreat as they have to find another way around. Left hand board to Pelka. Sends over to DiGiacomo. Runs into a bit of trouble. Shot. And out wide the net. Behrman. There's that for DiGiacomo. Glove save by Cowan. Benders win this face-off. Now they decide to clear it out. And this time it's Peterson. Decides to bank it off over to Behrman, but he is double teamed. Managed to get through, but Banker Cove will clear it out. And DiGiacomo nearly touched offside. And he'll manage to clear in anyway. Looking for an opening. Still holding on. And now decides for Peterson, but the pass can't connect as it flies out of play into the Benders bench. So where are they going to place this one at? Going to keep it inside the Bender zone. Here's a shot and a blocker save by Cowan. And we send back in by Bitterami. Here's Cassetto with a shot, and that just got the glove of Cowan. As they go into the boards now. Peterson sending it back, but intercepted. Has to work its way around, but it turns over to Pelka. Racing back to the line, it's Banker Cove. And Pelka will get there first. And take a little bump there. And Pelka going in on a 3-on-2. For a shot, just wide. Rebound shot, can't connect it, even with an option of a one-timer. Look for a shot, that just got the pad of Cassetta. Here's another shot, that goes high. Cassetta.
Guys, pressure!
Now decides to bank it off. It's intercepted by Nato, looking for a shot here, and he scores! And we're finally at a tie game.
Unofficial. Nice.
And here we go again. Whalers. He took a bump there, but he'll get shot on and a cover up. There's a shot by Frost. That is blocked. Along the boards. Michael stands it down. Tries to center it up. Here's Michael back to the points. Looking for a shot. And he got a little too much loft on that. And a big bang on the boards. As they come in again, it's Viverito. Benders try again to clear out. Unable. Here's Behrman. Back to DiGiacomo. Shot. Saved by Cowan. Still loose. Another one. And he has to sit on it.
Play to win, guys.
I just had a little malfunction with the camera there. Here they come again. Oh, had a wide open net, but somehow the Aruba still made the save. And another shot. He makes another. And Doolittle has to clear it out. Cassetta get there first ahead of McLaren. Takes a bump in the boards. Still holding on. Shot. And a pad save by Cowan. Has to clear out again, but intercepted by Peterson. Back to Frost, and he can't control it.
I need it.
As we approach 5.5 remaining. Here's a shot, didn't get all of that. That's going to be an easy save. Cowan was thinking about playing it. Remember, the refs can force him to play. if they deem it necessary, and this time they allow them to cover up. And the benders will call a timeout. Remember, the refs can make the goaltenders play if it's deemed necessary, if they think that there's no risk of an interception around them. It's a rule to try to keep the game going. So now we got a tie game 1-1. Yeah, this is why this is a great rivalry matchup. They kept this game close throughout the game. As they will now reset with less than 5.5 remaining. Now, in the case that we go into overtime, it will be a full 14-minute period. And here they come, 2-on-1. Hoka has to catch to them. It's Michael Like shot, saved by DeRuis, rebound. Oh, another save, and there's another one. He saved another. Behind the net, defense has to get in position. And they've managed to clear that out, and a breakaway for it. The Whalers shot. Oh, he missed it high. He's tripped over and it's covered up. The Whalers wanted a penalty there, but none called. That was insane. Benders win this face-off, but Cleary can't quite handle it. Tried to center it up, intercepted. And now it's to bank it over to Michael Ike if he can get there first. Now it's going to be the Whalers. Once again, Viverito tried to send it over to DiGiacomo, unable, and a penalty is coming up. So let's see what this penalty is for. Looks like it's going to go against the Benders. And I think he's calling a slash.
He wasn't even looking.
And the Whalers are going to call their timeout in the meantime. And McLaren is complaining about the call. So it'll be 2 for slashing, and the Whalers are going to take the time to think about this.
That shit goes every game, Brian. Stick on stick? When he's getting ready to shoot? No, I didn't. That was right here. And then he tripped.
Yeah, you can hear him not too pleased with the call. There's not much you can do now. So 4:08 remaining. Still plenty of time. And these penalties rarely ever occur in the A division because they're usually on the discipline side. And not including this penalty, the Benders have only had 14 penalty minutes. The Whalers, on the other hand, are up at 30. It's Peterson. Tries to set it up and he tried to get a shot off even though it was tipped, and the Benders cleared out. So right now the focus, just get that player back on the floor. Peterson looks for a long shot, and he'll make the save and cover. And it will be a stop clock, which will affect the penalty. Benders win that much needed face-off, sends it around and can't connect. But Michael decides to carry in shorthanded, drops it off to Christopoulos, and he'll just chip it, but it hits the ceiling, and they're gonna place it.
No, outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was supposed to be outside the zone, so. And the clock has reached 3 minutes. The clock is now stopped. 52 seconds remaining on the penalty. Looking for an opening. Size on a shot, blocked by Michaelite. And he'll send it back in and will kill more time. Pelka will retreat behind his own net. And now over to Viverito. Runs into a bit of trouble, and the Whalers have to retreat. They tag up. It's Cassetta. Sends it back, but that was a bad pass. That's going to kill more time.
Go.
Pelka holds up. 15 seconds remaining. Viverito goes to the corner. 10 seconds left on the penalty. 2:17 remaining in regulation.
Got it.
And it will clear it out, and that should kill the rest of the penalty. So McLaren back on the floor. Much critical penalty kill. Viverito managed to keep the stick down. Shot, got tipped. And he'll roll into the corner. Oh, we gotta watch out here. Give it a little bit of physicality in the corner. He's gotta watch it here. Can't afford to take another penalty.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's getting very physical down there. Still no call. Oh, this is going to boil over sometime soon.
Get on the point.
Try the shot, and that's going to be cleared by the Benders as we approach a minute remaining. There's a lot of physical playing, a lot of shoving in the corner. I was going to say if that kept going any further, it would have boiled over. It's Toka. And try to connect over to Behrman, but the Benders have control and just managed to stay onside, but they will give it away in exchange for a change. We have 50 seconds remaining. NATO tried to intercept.
Go away.
Viverito holding on, but is cleared back. Frost out to retrieve. Has to take a look out for Justice and McLaren. Sends over to Doolittle. Can't do it, but it does go off the glass on the scorekeeper's table. Viverito with 22 seconds remaining. Sending back the other way. But the Whalers are offside. 12 seconds remaining. They're just going to dump it in and possibly take this into overtime. And as a matter of fact, I think that's what they're going to do here. One last shot, but it's not going to reach the net. So we're going to go to a full 14-minute period of overtime. First team to score wins the Carolina Cup. If nobody scores after those 14 minutes, it will be a shootout. So this makes that goal that much more important. Yeah, they're not going to give these teams any time to rest. Yeah, remember, unlike our other overtime games in the regular season, there must be a winner. Yeah, both teams have used their timeout, so there's no stopping the clock here. As the Benders are going to chip it around. There's going to be a lot of energy for one team tonight. Here's Michaelite. At a wide angle, tries a one-timer, can't connect. Looks for another one shot. They score! Benders win the Carolina Cup! Wow, the Benders didn't waste any time in the extra period and will claim the Carolina Cup once again. Well, that was a very tight game.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back with the presentation of the Carolina Cup. Thanks, Ryan. The Benders have claimed another title after a much heated battle against their rivals. It only took 24 seconds in the extra period.
One more. One of those better been good. Yeah. All right, we'll go like this for this one.
Okay.
So with that, they're going to give them a much deserved paid meal for that.
Hey man, he wants to do an interview with the game winner.
Yeah, let's find him.
He's right here. Winner MVP. He's over here. You're wanted.
And that would be
I think that goal lets me assign it to somebody. Hey,
Justin.
Hey, you're going over to the tilted kilt there at the end of the road.
And that was a very, very tight game. And the Benders will end their season on a high note after being down for so long in the game.
Nice.
All right, we're going to wrap this up in just a minute.
I told Steve.
Here there, Eric Justin with the game winner. Yeah, well, what was going through your mind? What was going on there?
Well, let's see here. We started the overtime, which was a rather frightening idea of 14 more minutes. We had to nail this thing in a hurry. Front line cross. They had some good passes, and luckily landed on my blade.
Only 24 seconds. That's all it took. Being down the majority of the game, and then you finally score in third period. Yeah, just no signs of giving up, is there?
Strong team. You know how this team works. Strong team. And defense, they earned their stripes tonight. And yeah, like I say, we all just pulled it together in the end and we crushed it.
And I guess I can easily say that this is not over between you and the Whalers.
They've never. They're a strong team. I like the way all of them play. And they're nice and physical.
Well, you guys got the month off. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Dan. You do a good job.
Thank you. So with that, all the games are completed. And the Carolina Cup, once again, hoisted by the Benders. We will have the rest of the month off, but we will be back for the spring season, so keep an eye on that. So, one more time from the Dream Sports Center, I'm Daniel Wilson. We'll see you guys next season. The RSHL is supported by AllBlackHockeySticks.com, the stick of choice for many players of the RSHL. Is a very light and durable stick for only $89. AllBlackHockeySticks.com.